Tonight, we have a major development in the Prince Andrew scandal. Thames Valley Police have just confirmed they are now talking with specialist prosecutors about the claims he shared secret government reports with Jeffrey Epstein. This is a huge escalation. It signals that the wheels of justice, which many thought had ground to a halt, are now turning in a very serious way. We're going to break down exactly what this new police update means, what could happen next, and the unprecedented reaction from the very top of the royal family. This story is moving fast, and it has profound implications for the monarchy itself. The central question here has moved beyond morality or royal protocol. It's now about potential criminal charges. For years, the allegations surrounding Andrew Mountbatten Windsor have been a dark cloud over the House of Windsor. But this new update, this confirmation of police and prosecutor discussions, is a lightning flash in that storm. We are officially moving out of the court of public opinion and into the realm of the criminal justice system. Section 1. The Core Police Update. So, let's get straight to the facts. On Wednesday, February 11th, Thames Valley Police issued a statement that definitely got people talking in both royal and legal circles. The force's Assistant Chief Constable, Oliver Wright, confirmed they are leading an ongoing assessment of allegations relating to misconduct in public office. And here's the crucial part. He added, as part of this assessment, we have engaged in discussions with specialist Crown prosecutors from the CPS. This isn't just a preliminary look anymore. Bringing in the Crown Prosecution Service, the body that actually brings criminal charges in England and Wales, is a major step. Police don't bring prosecutors to the table unless they feel there's something substantial to discuss. Of course, the police statement was carefully worded. Assistant Chief Constable Wright noted, allegations of misconduct in public office involve particular complexities, and therefore an assessment must be conducted carefully and thoroughly. He also said that while they can't give a specific timeline, the force is making progress as quickly as possible on whether a full criminal investigation will be launched. That's police speak for we are taking this extremely seriously. This isn't a file being tucked away in a cabinet. It's an active case on someone's desk. So what does this actually mean? To get why this is such a big deal, you have to understand the specific offense being looked at, misconduct in public office. This isn't a minor slip-up. It's a serious common law offense in the UK, meant for people in positions of public trust, like, say, a special trade envoy for the United Kingdom, who willfully abused that trust. It carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. The police confirming this is the specific allegation they're assessing pushes this whole scandal into a completely different league. It's about the potential abuse of a state-appointed role for the benefit of an associate. In this case, a convicted sex offender. The involvement of the Crown Prosecution Service at this early assessment stage is key. It suggests the police are trying to figure out if the evidence they have is strong enough for a realistic shot at a conviction. They're basically asking prosecutors, with what we have, do we have a case? This kind of teamwork is common in really complex and sensitive investigations. It means that if they do launch a formal investigation, it will be on solid legal ground. This is no longer just a PR crisis for the royal family. It's a potential legal catastrophe for the king's brother. Now, to understand why this is all happening, we need to rewind. The complaint to the police didn't come from a rival or a palace insider. It was filed by the anti-monarchy campaign group, Republic. They took information from the millions of pages of documents released by the U.S. Department of Justice in the Jeffrey Epstein case and handed it to Thames Valley Police as evidence of a possible crime. The allegations are incredibly specific. They focus on Andrew's time as the UK's Special Representative for International Trade and Investment, a job he held for 10 years. Emails from 2010 seem to show him forwarding confidential government reports about his official visits to Singapore, Hong Kong, and Vietnam to Jeffrey Epstein. One report indicates that an email in November 2010 was forwarded to Epstein just 5 minutes after Andrew received it from his own assistant. Perhaps even more startling is an email from Christmas Eve 2010. On that day, Andrew allegedly sent Epstein a confidential government brief about investment opportunities in the reconstruction of Helmand Province in Afghanistan. According to reports, This document detailed high-value commercial opportunities, including deposits of gold and uranium. Think about the timing here. This was all happening in late 2010. Jeffrey Epstein had already served a jail sentence in Florida after being convicted in 2008 of soliciting a minor for prostitution. And this was after the December 2010 date that Andrew himself, in his infamous Newsnight interview, claimed he visited Epstein in New York to officially cut off all contact. The documents suggest that not only was the communication ongoing, but it may have involved sharing sensitive information entrusted to him by the British government. This story is developing incredibly quickly as the police assessment continues. The implications of what happens next are enormous. To make sure you don't miss any critical updates, analyses, or breaking news on this case, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications. It's the best way to stay informed. The reaction from the royal family to this police update has been nothing short of extraordinary. The old palace motto of never complain, never explain has been tossed aside, replaced by a clear strategy of damage control and creating distance. First, a statement came from the very top, from Buckingham Palace on behalf of King Charles. It said the king has made his profound concern clear at the ongoing allegations. In a truly remarkable line, the statement declared that if approached by police, we stand ready to support them as you would expect. A sitting monarch publicly offering to support a police assessment into his own brother is completely unprecedented in modern history. It's the strongest signal possible that Charles is putting the integrity of the crown before family ties. He's effectively telling the world that Andrew is on his own. The Prince and Princess of Wales also commented on the continuing revelations from the Epstein files. A Kensington Palace spokesperson confirmed that William and Catherine are deeply concerned, adding that their thoughts remain focused on the victims. This is a powerful one-two punch. The king sets the official position of the crown, and the heir to the throne reinforces it with a message of compassion for the victims, deliberately framing the issue around them instead of his uncle. It's a clear, coordinated effort to insulate the future of the monarchy from the Andrew scandal. This all comes after Andrew was stripped of his titles and is now formally known simply as Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. These aren't just symbolic moves. They are methodical, deliberate actions to sever him from the institution. The family is building a firewall, and this latest police development has only made that wall higher and thicker. So what's the road ahead? Thames Valley Police are at a fork in the road. Their assessment will continue, and they'll work with prosecutors to analyze the evidence in those emails and documents. The outcome will lead to one of two places. First, they could conclude that while Andrew's judgment was terrible, the evidence doesn't meet the high legal standard for a criminal charge of misconduct in public office. They might decide the information wasn't sensitive enough or that proving intent is too difficult. If that happens, the case will be closed, which would likely spark public anger but end the immediate legal threat to Andrew. The second, and far more explosive, outcome is that they decide a criminal offense may have been committed. If that happens, a full-blown criminal investigation will be launched. That would mean formal interviews, gathering more evidence, and maybe even search warrants. It would be a constitutional crisis of the highest order, with a senior member of the royal family being investigated for abusing his public office. And it's important to remember, this is completely separate from the historical allegations of sexual abuse. This is a new and distinct legal problem for him. The wider context here is also important. This isn't happening in a vacuum. The Metropolitan Police are reportedly conducting a similar investigation into politician Peter Mandelson over claims he also leaked information to Epstein. The Epstein files are not just a royal problem. They are a British establishment problem, and the police are now under immense pressure to act without fear or favor. The statement from Thames Valley Police, confirming their talks with prosecutors, is more than just an update. It's a turning point. For the first time in the United Kingdom, Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor is facing a real legal process connected to his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. While the outcome is far from certain, the walls are undeniably closing in. The police are assessing, prosecutors are advising, and the royal family is strategically backing away, leaving him isolated. This story is far from over. The decision made by Thames Valley Police in the coming weeks or months will be a pivotal moment, not just for Andrew, but for the royal family and the basic idea of accountability in Britain. It will answer a question that's been asked for years. Is anyone, even someone born a prince, truly above the law? We will be following every single development. What do you think will happen next? Do you believe this will lead to a full criminal investigation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And thank you for watching.